clean, I realized he has obsessive compulsive disorder that has gone untreated.
Are you familiar with OCD?
No.
So I explained to him this condition. I clarified to him this is a real psychiatric condition. And I told him there is a treatment.
We have a drug you can take that cuts down your impulse to do this.
Lots of medication that we use now are very effective in decreasing the intensity of the obsession. It may not eliminate all of his obsessive compulsive, but he will be able really to be freed from this burden.
In addition to medication, Dr. Kuzam also recommends regular therapy sessions to treat obsessive-compulsive disorder. But Hector fails to show up for his appointments.
His obsession and compulsion decreased dramatically. He was able to stop himself from going over and over the tasks. He found a job in a car wash that does details. His obsessive-compulsive disorder actually helped him perform well in this job. There was no restriction on how much cleaning he does. They found him as an exceptional worker. But then he stopped taking his medication because it was causing him to be sleepy and groggy. That was a horrifying mistake. His obsessive-compulsive disorder came full-blown.
What are you doing?
He will go over spots over and over. There is worsening of depression. That made his obsessive-compulsive anxiety worse, to the point that one day he was preoccupied. He didn't pay attention while cleaning this fluff from his jacket. So he didn't see when the light turned red.
Next, Hector awakens to find strange changes in both mind and body.
Now he has something he has no control over.
In the big world of gypsies, they're loud.
Get that out of my face! Really?
They're proud.
Motor oil, it will give you one hell of a tan.
We dress very hot.
But yet conservative.
They're gypsy sisters.
She acts like an animal.
She needs AAA. Can we go?
Gypsy Sisters premieres Saturday the 31st of August on TLC.
Disgusting burps.
On my feet as well.
I've got a problem with my breast.
I seem to get a constant lump.
The last 2 years, I've had really severe tummy problems.
Embarrassments don't go away.
Oh, you got the tattoo to cover it.
Just because you deny them.
No, never.
That was really awkward, huh?
Healing begins with talking.
I've had it since I was 9 years old. I'm hoping this will help to improve my confidence, because at the moment it stops me from feeling comfortable around people.
This is clearly not cosmetic surgery, it's very functional surgery.
From the clinic to the city streets, we're diagnosing the most intimate body troubles.
On this show, we believe there's simply no excuse not to see a doctor.
Always ask about the latest surgical techniques, because they are advancing all the time.
Embarrassing Bodies. Thursday on TLC. Every family has a framed portrait, but reality isn't always picture perfect.
Oh my God!
Joe Frost wants the truth.
Don't test me, because I will go there with you.
Head on.
Right now, you're acting like a coward.
And face to face.
How does it feel having me this close right now?
She's putting families back together, one piece at a time.
So far, so good.
Family SOS with Joe Frost. Sunday on TLC.
No, not spending all this money to lose.
I want my children to be perfect every day.
The moms that come here, they like to win more than I do. Do it! Get up!
Game on.
TLC presents a new show.
Life is a competition. Do you want to cheer or not?
You just gotta do what you gotta do.
About relentless ambitions, but on whose behalf?
Your kids up here.
Quit whining!
The mom's status raises right on up.
Cheer Perfection premieres Saturday, 7th of September on TLC. Their lives were changed forever in New York City.
It was the best decision I've made.
This summer, they're ready for the next chapter.
Buckle up, it might be a bumpy ride. Florida, here we come. It's time we find the place where we fit in.
We're just all really hoping that this will be a new beginning for all of us.
New city.
Can I get another round?
New sins.
I just want to let you guys know, I think you're embarrassing your Amish.
Breaking Amish, Brave New World. Monday on TLC.
Since being diagnosed with severe obsessive-compulsive disorder by psychiatrist Dr. Hani Kuzam, 35-year-old Hector V stopped taking his medication with disastrous results.
He was hospitalized in the ICU for several days because he had a severe head injury and he went into a coma. He had a blood clot in his brain. Miraculously, the blood clot was treated successfully. But then when he recovered from the treatment, he noticed that his left hand was acting in a very strange manner. It will do things that he cannot control. He tried to button his shirt with his right hand, and the left hand come and unbutton the shirt. Even when the doctor come, they try to listen to his heart.
Hey, Hector, what are you doing?
The left hand will pull the stethoscope from the doctor.
Sorry.
A person with obsessive-compulsive disorder like to control everything. He survived the accident, he did not die, he's not paralyzed, but now he has something he has no control over. That was totally devastating for him. In his home, is doing everything against what he likes to do. Whenever he want to read a newspaper, the left hand will close the newspaper. He couldn't do his bed. He couldn't cook. He couldn't function at all.
Hector's orderly world has devolved into chaos. His left hand is tormenting him, and there's nothing he can do to stop it.
He had a younger brother that he was very close to, who agreed to come take care of him.
Hector, what happened?
The apartment was in total disarray.
Hector, it's gonna be okay.
His brother thought this is a worsening of OCD. He said, let's go to the doctor that treated you for obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Hector.
I was so surprised. He's not the Hector that I saw the first time. He didn't have a starched shirt. His nails were long. His hair was combed.
So how are you, Hector?
I can't control my left hand. It just undoes everything I do.
See if you can do this.
So why is he having this problem with his left hand? Something in the brain is causing this left hand to act this way.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Some cases of obsessive-compulsive disorder are related to one part of the body. The most severe cases is what we call Tourette syndrome. It is associated with body tics, but it is also associated with guttering sound, where people utter obscenity out of control. He didn't have these conditions. So if there is something wrong with the left hand, you want to think about movement disorder, like Parkinson's disease. You also want to think about vitamin deficiency. His history did not suggest any of these conditions. So I asked him, is something happened to this left hand? And he told me the whole story, what happened to him.
Let me do some research on this. Give me a couple days. I'll get back to you.
Since Hector's left hand began plaguing him after his head injury, Dr. Kuzam contacts the hospital that treated him, searching for clues.
Thank you.
I asked them, do they have brain imaging of where did the blood clot occur? I was able to obtain them on the computer. The blood clot occurred in an area in the brain called the corpus callosum.
The corpus callosum is a bundle of nerves in the center of the brain, responsible for facilitating communication between the left and right hemispheres.
So that was the light bulb coming up. Because he had the clot in that area, it affected the connection between the two parts of the brain.
The left side of the body is controlled by the right hemisphere of the brain, and vice versa. And since the corpus callosum is responsible for communication between the hemispheres, damage to it has caused a condition where Hector's right brain doesn't know what his left hand is doing. This specific condition has nothing to do with Hector's OCD, except that his obsession with order has now found its perfect torment.
So his left hand was working on its own. This is a condition that we called alien hand syndrome. It's a very rare condition. There is no treatment for it. I told him, you have a condition called alien hand syndrome.
Take a look at your brain scan.
So I described to him how the brain works and the area of the corpus callosum.
Now, see this dark area here? That was a blood clot was removed. When the clot was removed, damage was done to your corpus callosum.
Is there a cure?
I told him we don't know how to treat it, but there are some way to control that hand.
I have made a list here for different things you can try.
Because alien hand syndrome is so extremely rare, little time has been devoted to researching a cure. However, we do know that we can diminish and to some degree manage the symptoms by keeping the rogue hand occupied with simple tasks.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
I suggest if he walks with a cane, the grasp on the cane may prevent this left hand from dropping the cane.
Here, Hector, let go.
The cane doesn't work. One of the recommendations I read is to put it in a sling, so it loses its momentum and energy. He didn't like this because walking with a sling doesn't go well with his image about himself.
I can't wear the sling.
He likes neatness, organization, symmetry. Every person is created a unique way. We have to consider. We are treating Hector, who have OCD, Hector, who have alien hand syndrome. We have to consider who is Hector.
Hector.
One of his obsession at a younger age was to count beads.
Why don't you try counting with your left hand like you did when you were young?
So he decided to fill his left pocket with beads so that he can occupy his left hand. He went back to the car wash. Even after he developed the alien hand, they did not fire him. They said that he is more accurate than the buffing machine they have. He said the counting of the beads has been very effective. Lots of the brain is still a mystery to us. I feel that although there is no cure for alien hand, I conveyed the message that there is hope. Let's not close the chapter on hope, on any condition.
An errant hand, a forgotten life, and a waking nightmare. Clearly, the power of the brain to create what we